Americans have lost all faith in the job market, don't want to work anymore. And you know it's true, because everywhere you go, there's shortages. Labor shortage, job shortage, shortage. That's all it is. And hi, I'm Daniel Sage. If you clicked on this video, maybe you're looking for work or thinking about work or wondering why just things are the way they are in America in 2025. Let me tell you a quick story about when I was a truck driver and why I quit that job. Because ultimately, I think that people are lazy. If you didn't have to work, would you? Especially if it was something you didn't want to do. Most jobs, people don't want to do them. You know, people just don't want to do them. So why would they want to go to work for slave wages? And I really can't answer that question. But I know that when I was a truck driver, it was a hard life, tough life. It's the backbone of America. It's necessary. But when you're out there for weeks on end, you have no life. You give up all your connections, your friendships, your family, children, spouse, all of it. You give all of that up forever because you're not really there. You know, you're just not there when those people need you and when you want to be there for birthdays and important life events. And if you're not there, then in my opinion, it's just a business transaction at that point. And so that's why I had to quit, because I'm a human and I have needs. I need people around me. It's just not a natural thing to go out and be out on a job where you're away from home for weeks on end. People want a normal life. And the fact of the matter is, we need time to recoup and rest from any job that we do. If you work 40 hours a week, you need another 20 hours just to get back to stasis, you know, so you can go work another 40. We need time to rest and shower and just chill as human beings. We're humans, we're not robots. And that's why they want to replace us, because we do have so many needs and have so many imperfections. Artificial intelligence and everybody, the big tech wants to replace us. And they're doing it. They're on their way. Won't be long before truck drivers can't even work anymore, and this won't even be a thing. This video will be irrelevant because all the jobs will get taken up. Oh, and it's sad. It's real sad because I'm not sure that's exactly what we want as a human society. I think that ultimately we need to move away from capitalism. That's just me, because it's not serving us. It's not what we want. That's all. It's just not what we want. We want a thriving planet, a thriving society. And I'm not, you know, don't call me a socialist or a communist either. I'm not either a fan of either of those. I really don't have a great solution. But I just know there's got to be something better. It's got to be. And Americans just don't want to work anymore because of capitalism. You are getting extracted. Your soul, your energy, your life force is just getting extracted by these large corporations that see you as a number, don't care about you. Why would you want to go show up for work at Walmart anymore? Why would you go work at Amazon? They don't care about you. It's tough. People need to wake up and realize that we can't live this way anymore. And we can't allow others to be treated this way either. We can't allow our brothers and sisters to go into these jobs and just give their whole life away. In my opinion, why have a kid at all in the first place if you're just going to send them off to work at Amazon? We need people to be engaged, to be inventing, to be creative. We need more creators. We need people to hop on YouTube and make more videos, because humans we're the ones that make a difference. And we're losing our grip right now to artificial intelligence. And it's scary. It's real scary. I'm terrified, personally. I do not want it to go this way with artificial intelligence, where we're all of our knowledge is in artificial intelligence hands. When you search things on Google, it just gives you an AI overview. You remember that happening a year ago? It was real subtle. It's always been real subtle. Just more and more of our freedom slipping away. More and more mechanization. All in the name of profit. Who is going to stand up with me? Who is going to rise up with me and say no? If you are, do something below the video, because this is not okay that Americans don't want to work anymore. I want to work. I want to make these videos for you, publish these videos and work on the thumbnails and all that. I want to get out and be creative, and that's because I work for myself. When you work for yourself, you have more passion. You know, you're more likely to want to do it because you reap the benefits. But if I'm just going to go show up for someone else and make them rich, why bother? Why bother working and getting Jeff Bezos an extra $1 billion? It just doesn't make sense. We got to start doing what makes sense for ourselves. Be practical about this. You can't trade your time for $20 an hour anymore. It's not worth it. That $20 doesn't buy you anything. So you got to be more strategic. Make more per hour. Start your own business. Be your own boss. And that's all I'm saying. You got to take your freedom back, because no one's just going to hand you your freedom. And your time is priceless. It's the most valuable thing you have. Don't give it away. Don't get lost in a YouTube hole. Don't work a job where you're not passionate about it. It may be hard, it may be uncomfortable at first, but maybe that is worth persevering through. Maybe that is. Maybe not everything in this life is supposed to be easy or handed to us. And there's new challenges in the year of 2025 that we need to rise to meet. Things we haven't had the cojones to reach for before. It's time to be real. It's time to be honest about who we really are and what we really want to be, how we want to be remembered, and what you want to make of this life. Because I know that I want to make something. I want to make something of this life and be somebody. Because I care. I care about everyone in the world. I love the whole world. I just want everyone to be happy. And ultimately, external circumstances do not make you happy anyway. You must realize that it's your internal world that you have to work on to create real, lasting happiness. You know, maybe you don't need that new car. Maybe you don't need whatever it is that you're working so hard for. Maybe you release your attachments and give in to being content with what you have. There's definitely a deep wisdom in that, where it doesn't matter if you have money or not, because when you die, you don't get to take it with you. And maybe that's a big reason why Americans and people just are losing their motivation to work. Why bother? Why bother? I don't get to take it with me. How much longer am I going to make it anyway? And that's the real truth. People are struggling now just to make it, just to keep going. And I think a lot of it is mental motivation. Do you want it? Are you willing to put in the work to make it happen? Because ultimately you gotta love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're not gonna have the motivation to make anything happen. Go out and get your next job. Go out and start your next career, business. You have to love yourself. Everything I do is out of love for myself and the world, because we are the world. We're all connected. And ultimately, in 2025, we gotta realize that we have to stand up for the collective and do what's right for the world. Not just our personal paradigms anymore. It doesn't matter that you got rich. It doesn't matter if I make it on YouTube and I get 1 million subscribers and $1 million. It does not matter. What matters is that this video impacted you and it helped somebody, and it helped the world, and it helped us wake up. Ultimately, we got to be the change we want to see in the world. That's what's important. What's important for you? You know? Do you know what you care about? If you do, then you have more of a compass than most people, because I see a lot of people just drifting out into the waters of unknown, just working away mindlessly. It's so comfortable to go work a job at Walmart, because then you don't have to think so hard. You're just provided for. You're just a cog in a machine. But I'm much more than that, and you're much more than that. Don't you get it? That's why people don't want to work. They want to be a cog in a machine, a pawn in the game. They want to use a different part of their brain. Just step outside. It's a beautiful day, and take a deep breath. Because it may be your last. You never know when it's your time. Make this day count. Make every day count. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much.